primary takes place in May, or it did until the 2013 General Assembly changed the law. And traditionally, the delegates chose the nominee at the convention, or the actual nominee wasn't known until, say, June or July. Now, the delegates are pretty much in line by early March sometimes. And so what the state has done is advance our presidential primary and just the presidential primary forward from May to early March.
Now, is there the possibility then that the national Republicans or the national Democrats could say, hey, wait a second, we don't want any of this moving whatsoever. We've got all these states lined up the way we want them?
Yes. What has happened is that the National Republican Party and the National Democratic Party have said, we are going to give special treatment to 4 states: Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. And there are all sorts of reasons for doing this, none of which make an awful lot of sense to very many people unless you live in those 4 states. However, they have gotten preferential treatment, and what the national parties have said is that if any state tries to disrupt this schedule, tries to move its primary or delegate selecting caucus before any of the 4 states, then we can penalize you by removing delegates. And the national parties have every right to do that. And what they have said in North Carolina's case, at least on the Republican side, is that the state party, which has a delegation that's going to amount to 72, and that's based on the number of federal elected officials and also the strength of the party at the state level, well, they would simply remove 60 of those 72 delegates, and we would only have 12 if we moved our presidential primary before March 1st. The 2013 General Assembly moved the presidential preference primary to the first Tuesday after the South Carolina primary, and the way the calendar looks like it's going to go, that's going to be February 23rd. Uh-oh.
A problem.
Yes. So what the State House has done is simply say, okay, let's move the primary into March.